Welcome back to Crimson Tide Kickoff, presented by AT&T and Alpha Insurance. We'd like to take a moment to thank the good folks over at Kyle Office Solutions. Drew Kyle and his staff do a great job, and they've also been very kind to provide us with this beautiful set that we sit at on every Saturday morning. And this is an example of the great equipment that's available at Kyle Office Solutions. So remember Kyle Office Solutions for all your business and office needs. We appreciate their support of Crimson Tide Kickoff.
Well, after 7 years of having no mascot to cheer on its athletic teams this week, Ole Miss finally announced it has a new one.
Colonel Reb is crying now, John.
Yeah, Colonel Reb is crying right now. The Rebel Black Bear, the school's former mascot, Colonel Reb, was sacked in 2003 in an effort to shed the school's Old South image. But as Nick Kinney of WMC-TV reports, not everyone's happy with the new reputation.
A long-time sore subject.
We've been mascotless for so long. It's time.
Between Hottie Toddy, the Land Shark, and the Black Bear, an online vote chose the Rebel Black Bear as the new mascot at Ole Miss, but acceptance on campus is lukewarm.
I like the Black Bear. I think it's the best out of the three.
We're here during football season. As
former President Bill Clinton arrived at a political rally on the Grove, Colonel Reb showed up too. Are you upset about the Black Bear or what? Politicking on his own behalf. Colonel Reb's all right. The others, you're not too happy about the others. Ditched long ago.
You signed to keep Colonel Reb? Check back next week. We're going to mass produce our anti-bear flyers.
He still has support.
You signed to keep Colonel Reb?
From a grassroots effort collecting signatures on a petition asking the administration to put the Black Bear and Colonel Reb on another ballot.
I have a 6-year-old daughter, and when she comes to Ole Miss, I would very much like for Colonel Reb to be her mascot.
So perhaps the mascot fight is over. Perhaps not.
We'll like the Black Bear now that it's ours, and we'll claim it.
Either way.
I mean, we're the Ole Miss Rebels. I mean, I don't see how Black Bear really relates.
The subject shall remain sore for a long time to come.
Again, Nick Kinney of WMC-TV in Memphis. And stay tuned. We've still got a whole lot more Crimson Tide Kickoff coming up. When we return, Harry Harrison of the Ole Miss Radio Network will join us live. We'll be back after this.
And we're back on Crimson Tide Kickoff, presented by AT&T and Alpha Insurance. Our next guest has all the scoop on Ole Miss, and why not? He was a great player for the Rebels in the early 70s. As a safety, he had 16 career interceptions on some good Ole Miss teams. And also now he is the color analyst for the Ole Miss Radio Network. Harry Harrison joins us this morning live on the telephone. Thanks for getting up early with us, Harry.
I look forward to it, guys. Glad to be with you.
Hey, listen, let's just get right into the nuts and bolts. Ole Miss got the season off on a disastrous note. You're up 31-10 over Jacksonville State at home. It looked like in the second half, Coach Nutt really wanted to get Jeremiah Masoli integrated into that offense, and maybe during the process they forgot to go ahead and put the game away and wound up losing that game. Just talk about that and how Ole Miss has had to kind of rebound and fight through that disappointing loss to open the season.
Well, anytime you lose the opening game, you obviously put yourself behind the 8 ball, regardless of whether it's Jacksonville State or whomever. But, you know, getting Mazzoli obviously into the offense was a good thing that day. There was a 2-quarterback system. Mazzoli played most of the second half and obviously all the overtime. The problem was not playing offense, guys. We scored 48 points in that game. The problem was our defense after the first half just didn't get anything done. And what really was the issue that day was that Ole Miss defensive ends. We had our All-SEC starter was out with a heart ailment, and in our other side, we had recruited a guy to come in as a 5-star recruit out of junior college, and he just has not played very well. So we've just kind of gone back to square one, trying to get our defensive ends shored up. And that day, good push up the middle by our big guys inside, but in that game and in several games after that, the quarterback was able to get outside, scramble, buy some time. So hopefully we got that problem straightened out. We don't have Kentrell Lockett back. He's gone for the season with an ACL tear, but we've moved one of the tackles outside to maybe get a little better edge as far as people running the football against us. But got some experiments, got some guys that are trying to grow up that are certainly redshirt freshmen, and maybe one sophomore, and the rest of them are freshmen. So it's been a work in progress, but it's getting better.
Harry, we talked about Masoli, and we know what an incredible talent he is based on his years at Oregon. But against Kentucky, I mean, this guy had a breakout game at Ole Miss, 4 touchdowns. I mean, he's a dual threat to say the least, and somebody that everybody that plays Ole Miss has to game plan for.
And I've said this, guys, many times. If playmakers around Jeremiah will step their game up. He's getting better. He's getting more comfortable in the Ole Miss playbook. And you got to realize he only got there when everybody reported right around the first week in August. But he's gotten more and more comfortable. What he gives you is a capability, obviously. He makes quick decisions. He'll get outside the pocket and move around because he's not a tall guy. He's not your drop back passer, stand in the pocket kind of guy. He's going to get out and move around in space and make things happen. So it comes down to receivers, and we've certainly had some do that in the last few weeks, step up and make big plays for him. Brandon Bolin, obviously, at running back, is a threat to catch the football out of the backfield. It has done an extremely good job of rushing it. But it all starts up front, and our offensive line, which obviously started off as a work in progress, has gotten better. And anytime your offensive line plays better, it gives you a chance offensively.
Well, Harry, we're up against the clock, but we appreciate the time. Should be a great ball game tonight. We'll talk to you down the road, okay?
We look forward to being there tonight. It's always fun.
All right, Harry Harrison from the Ole Miss Radio Network talking about the Tide and the Rebels tonight. Jeremiah Masoli, he certainly is something that, or somebody that Alabama is going to have to deal with tonight. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more Crimson Tide Kickoff right after this.
Good morning.
Coming up television, Chase Goodbread, myself, Mike Parker, and John Copeland going to break down the South Carolina game. Look forward to the Ole Miss game. Once again, Crimson Cover Television, 10 a.m. this morning on WVUA.
Welcome back and a good Saturday morning to you. Our forecast today is looking warm, but tonight for the game, it is going to get chilly. In fact, temperatures by 8 o'clock for kickoff, 57 degrees, clear skies all night, no rain to talk about, but upper 40s by halftime, mid 40s to end the game, so it is going to get chilly. Bundle up, John and Gary.
All right, Richard, thank you very much. Now to the part of the show where we invite somebody that we know, somebody from around the community to be our guest picker. This week, Winston Groom stayed on.
You got Winston Groom, you keep him around for picks.
You keep him around. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, big game, Vanderbilt, Georgia.
Vanderbilt, Georgia. I think Georgia? Georgia, I pick Georgia.
All right, let's move right along. I like the way we told you to do it, keep it quick, and you're keeping it quick. How about Mississippi State and Florida, the Bulldogs under Dan Mullen going into the swamp?
I'd have to give it to the Swampsters on that one. The Swampsters are going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to lose 3 in a row either.
South Carolina and Kentucky. Can South Carolina keep that momentum going?
I hope not, but I would think yes.
All right, a big one down on the plains, Arkansas and Auburn.
I'm going to have to give that to the Tigers, but I won't give you the odds. I know the odds. I know what the score is going to be, but I can't do a gambling thing. It would reveal too much. But I think the Tigers are going to probably win that one.
All right, final one, the big one today. Think carefully about this pick if you want to sell any books. Ole Miss and Alabama.
Alabama.
You didn't have to think too long.
Nah.
Winston Groom, thank you very much for stopping by. It's been a pleasure this morning.
It's been my pleasure.
All right, and that's it for Crimson Tide Kickoff. Another week in the books. We hope to see you back here next week. We'll see you back here tonight for the news at 10. Till then, have a wonderful morning, everybody.
Have a great day.
Bye.